So the angels that transgressed at the beginning of their rising, it means the angels that sinned against the Lord, that disobeyed God at the beginning of their creation. They disobeyed the Lord. So these angels are what we call the angels who disobeyed the Lord at the beginning of their rising. I'm going to explain to you who these angels are. So these angels dwelt in heaven, in the first heaven. So these angels lived in heaven, and it was their place of dwelling. But when they saw the wickedness and that was wrought on earth, they asked permission to descend on earth in order to teach those who dwell there righteousness. So they gave them permission. They were like 200. There were many, the archangels who dwelt in heaven. So they left heaven and descended on earth in order to teach them righteousness, to teach them good works of God. So they descended and came on earth. So in the first place, they taught righteousness. They taught many good things to those who dwelt on earth, who had sinned and fell short of the glory of God. But they told them at first, but after that, again, remember, many people had been born on earth, including women. So these women, the watchers lasted up, and to them lasted after them. So they descended on the mountain called Mount Hermon. So on that mountain, they made a mutual imprecation that they must go and defile themselves with these women. So they saw all on an oath that they must do that act, and they must go and defile themselves by the women of earth. So there was their leader called Samyaza, whom the Lord put them in charge. So Samyaza first refused, but many were against him, so he had no way to refuse them. So they made an oath that they might go and sleep with those women. So after making an oath, they went in unto those women. Instead of teaching them, they transgressed. So they went in and decided to defile themselves and with those women. So they defiled themselves with those women. But this act was not good in the sight of the Lord, and it made God angry. So if his fierce anger fell upon them, and judgment proceeded from the Lord unto them. So they did this and they transgressed. They were sent to teach mankind righteousness, to teach mankind purity, to make mankind righteous and to teach him. But instead they lasted and they decided to do the opposite and to sin. So in the next part, I will be telling you what happened to them, and I will be telling you what happened after they defiled themselves with the women of earth. So I will explain to you what happened next in the next